Okay. Now, I'm not sure, but I believe I'm at Watuppa Pond. It's beautiful. This is the reservation over here. Absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Gigantic. How you doing? What lake is this?
Pardon?
What lake is this?
This is South Watuppa
South Watuppa?
Pond. And across the street on the other side of the highway is North Watuppa Pond.
On that side?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So this is South Watuppa Pond. Across the street on the other side of the highway is North Watuppa Pond. So this is our people's land. I got the chance to see. We are home. We are home. So North Watuppa is where our people live. So I'm going to go over across the street there. That is all where our people had their lands. Wow. So peaceful here, man. When they took this, they took a whole bunch of water. Yeah, so I was just told that you can't go over there to the north side because it's the city water supply. Of course, that's the part that they took from us under eminent domain. So you can't go over there. I'll get with the rest of the tribe. I'll figure out a way to get over there and get pictures and videotape of that over there too. Well, this has been a great, eventful day. I think I'm going to go to the art show, get something to eat, and take a nice long night. Hey, I'm at the Native American art show.
Yeah, you can go out there, but look at my face. So when she was retiring, I was graduating all my preschool, so she went and we passed the social. Yes. Pictures of your, I'm gonna bring them up. I don't have my I don't know what that is.
Yes, I'm
yeah, we're gonna have to stay in touch so that we can know what is going on.
No, I gotta get out of here.
So that's
Oh, you want to go?
warm or something. Pass out.
Black Eagle.
Oh, you can go
No, sorry. Kind of shy.
Raymond Tuhal.
He was the featured on the series right there. Oh my God, you are late. Oh, praise for your work.
No,
And I just love how that he was so happy. So I love his work up.
And I love the way you love this.
But I think I imagine. I didn't know across the story.
The thing that that's really is that
now, how do you say it now again?
Miss me?
Miss me.
This is ceramic here.
Turtle Island.
I think we were in an exhibit a long
Oh, no.
I'm blind now. I'm blind now. I can't see.
Hey, what's up?
How you been?
I can't see.
I think the guy who
Okay. Just checking up on her. Working?
Jewelry.
So you bring in some money. This is part of the Native American culture. So each month, like that, that's bad. Gotcha.
There's my cousin back there, Daryl Black Eagle.
This is the man you want to meet right here. You know who this is?
He was familiar too.
This is Three Bears.
Three Bears.
This is Duane Shepherd, Leroy
Ousamequin the third.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
cousin.
An honor, my brother, an honor. It's good to meet you.
I'm a fisher.
You're professional.
I'm a fisher.
Oh, you're a fisher?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
He knew Leroy.
Oh, you knew him, huh? Oh, I can talk to him.
Oh, yes, you do.
Tell me a lot
That's
about him.
an important man right here.
Yeah.
He's a teacher of the language.
When this brother here, he knew our cousin Leroy. So you know I'm going to be talking with him a lot. He'll keep me straight.
That's his name right there. Nish P.
Nish Kunawa. I just saw their name on the
Three Bears.
Three Bears.
What's the name?
Where you live?
Hey, what's up, guys?
It's Three Bears. You have any words you want to share with the
Well, it's nice to have people look at what Native have done. And it's always done.
Chief Duane Ousamequin, Picasso Wampanoag tribe? Would you care to share anything with
Viewers. Greetings, hello everybody. It's great to be here tonight with all our people. They have a lot of guest with me tonight. Castle Wampanoag, Mr. Duane Ousamequin.
I got the camera on him too. So you know we family, right?
He's a cousin of Leroy Pepper.
Honored to meet you, sir.
Glad to meet you as well, brother.
Oh, that's what you're talking about.
All right. We're going to go over into the other room over here. Let's see what's going on over here.
Traditional headpieces over there.
Right there.
Right in the corner over here.
Just here up here with Mr. Richard just trying to take it all over.
These two were made by me.
Oh, you make them, huh?
Yep. This is your traditional. This is a chief's hat.
What kind of fur is that around the bottom? Beaver?
Raccoon.
Raccoon.
Yep. And then it's.
This is our cousin, Daryl Black Eagle, by the way.
Wampum around it. And these are,
Now, what is the wampum?
wampum is the quahog shell that we take out and we cut up and we polish it.
Uh-huh.
It's used for.
They used to be used for money.
It was used for money, yeah. It's more ceremonial now. We also made belts with it, wampum belts. And this is a traditional chief's hat with the turkey feathers coming up. This has actually been, I made this a couple of years ago. It's been gifted to one of the Narragansett.
How long does it take you to make something like that?
It takes probably about 8 hours to make something like that. And this is the Gustaway.
A Gustaway.
Yep. This is basically, this isn't a chief's hat. This is a traditional hat that you would wear. The dancing. It's made like that so the feathers move when you're dancing. This is the plume on top. Everybody makes a different style. I made this with. This is actually the first Gustaway I made. I make more of these. I made this with the assistance of one of my friends.
So that one takes a lot more.
Well, they're both a lot of work. They're both a lot of work. Our friend George Thomas came here. He's a Pequot, and he helped us do this style. As well as this one, he helped Ray. We did them ourselves, but he gave us some instruction on how to do them traditionally with the Gustaways. Ray Two Hawks of the historic Mashapog Narragansett tribe made this one also with his assistance. So this one's worn by Ray.
Your Ray helps you do a lot of organizational stuff.
Yeah. Yep. And me and Ray pretty much do all the administrative work for the Eastern Medicine Centers. All the paperwork, all the grants.
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I do know
And
the
Kevin
feeling.
right here. He's one of our
Kevin, how are you?
drummers. Kevin Hatton.
Drummer, Brother Duane Ousamequin III from Los Angeles.
He's from the Eastern Pequot tribe.
Eastern Pequot, okay.
How are you?
Duane is related to me. He's also he is the cousin of he was the sage from the Wampanoag Nation, Leroy Perry. The entire Mashpee and Quinault, everybody.
Yeah, Pequot, we have some people in our
Held that title
family in Eastern
for years.
Pequot. A lot of Nipmuc. Yeah, Nipmuc, yeah.
In fact, there's Nipmucs here today. One of that painting right there was that painting was of Little Crow. He passed away recently, and he was a traditional guy from the Nipmuc Nation.
From the Nipmuc Nation.
And the girl that painted that, she's out in the other room. She's 14.
Wow.
I think I knew what the exhibit was.
Oh yeah.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine, how are you? I'm visiting from Los Angeles.
Oh, well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Like them, yeah.
Okay, brother. So now I got to interview you. I didn't see enough still pictures.
Well, he's eating.
Sure, yeah.
I got to meet this soldier as soon as I see him.
Sure.
He looks so much like me and my family. That's it. So he must have the same kind of heart. So what's your name, brother?
Raymond Two Hawks, Mashpog Narragansett tribe. Narragansett's from the north. I am the Katasu sachem of my tribe. Honored to be here and honored to meet you, sir. I've heard a lot of
my brother. An honor and a blessing.
Absolutely, very good.
As the ancestors would have had it.
Absolutely.
We are here.
And you know, it's very interesting because we see a lot of the older pictures, Leroy Perry and my uncle Ed Michaels, Chief Sunset, and they were very close. So it was that Picasso and Wampanoag connection back then. And I like to think that's the type of relationship Chief Black Eagle and I have. So it's very funny how the spirit kind of brings
we're definitely going to have you. You're going to see a lot more of me as well.
Excellent.
Yeah,
excellent.
And I'm in the entertainment business too. So.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so you never know. I might get out there and start dancing to the drum myself on Sunday. Good to meet you, my brother. I hope. Okay.
Okay. My name is Lionheart. I've had the name for 77 years. And 4 years ago, the Creator said, I want to give you a new name. So my new name as I walk the earth is Praying Heart. Although I can use both names. I was only one christened in the Narragansett Circle at the 259th August meeting that the governor came to the offender. It never happened again after that year. The governor was Theodore Francis Green. There was 4 children that was christened. There was 2 boys and 2 girls. And I praise the Creator. I'm the only one still walking the earth.
All right. And you're related to us through the Whedons.
Yeah, my mom was a Whedon.
All right, all right. Honored to meet you, my brother.
This is all mine.
Nishmi Bakunawa. That's my name.
Nishmi?
Nishmi Bakunawa. It's 3 beers.
And you're a Korean War veteran.
Yes.
And he was
in the MB.
And a protege of Reverend Leroy C. Perry. So what kind of store did you own? Where did you own? Your store was on Martha's Vineyard? Or here in Fall River?
No, I was from Seacom.
Oh, at Seacom?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been around. I didn't join the tribe because I wanted to learn my culture. And I went around Mashpee and New Hampshire, Rod, so far as New York, and I learned a little bit
about every one of them.
And I taught Sunday school in the Episcopal Church for 10 years, the Bible. And I found out that the Bible is almost the same as the culture.
I didn't know that.
There's a few words that are different, but they mean the same thing. Like the 10 Companions. You know, honor my mother and father. Well, what about the elders?
Well, before as long as we've been here, we may have been visited by him, you know?
No.
We may have been visited.
Yeah.
You like Tanuka songs, huh?
So, you know, it's
So how'd everything?
what?
It's behind you.
What's that turtle
No,
doing
not
here?
that.
Come on over here.
Whoa. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's nice. I like that. And what do they call that?
Eagle staff, sir.
What kind of staff?
Eagle staff.
Eaton staff.
Eagle.
Eagle staff.
Yes, it's a flag.
The more eagle feathers we have, the greater our power is. And the eagle flies the hardest next to the Creator. And the hawk flies.
If I could have everyone's attention. Everyone in the hallway, if they can make their way this way a little bit.
Everyone in the hallway.
So we want to say Wuni Lakan Nitampag, which means good evening, friends. My name is Raven Two Hawks. I'm of the Mashpog Narragansett tribe, and I'm also chair of the New England Native American Culture Week. And on behalf of the New England Native American Culture Week Planning Committee, we want to welcome you all to the Barrows Gallery Art Exhibit. This is the 4th annual New England Native American Culture Week. We've been collaborating with Rhode Island College and a plethora of other individuals and sponsors over the past couple of years. And we're very excited that we were able to pull Barrio in to the week's worth of events this year. Basically, when we started the New England Native American Culture Week, we felt that there was a need for the community, especially here in New England, to be educated about the natives that are from this area. A lot of times when you learn about Native American culture, and a lot of times even some of us here, when we practice it, we're not practicing the culture that was traditional to this area. So we honor, we appreciate, we respect cultures from everywhere, but we really feel like Eastern natives should be learning about, sharing, teaching others about their own culture. And that's why we're here today, because obviously you guys agree with us. So thank you very much for being here. First, I'd like to acknowledge the members of the New England Native American Culture Week that are here in the room with us. Chief Darrell Black Eagle, Council Chief for the Pecassa Wampanoag Tribe. If we get out a round of applause for the chief. Calderon from the Rhode Island State Council for the Arts, who has been a fantastic supporter for us. I would also be remiss if I did not acknowledge Three Bears, a respected elder from the area here.
And his turtle.
And his turtle. I also want to acknowledge my brother Joseph here, who actually came up yesterday and spoke on a social justice panel that we did yesterday at Rhode Island College. He had some excellent insight and wisdom to share from his experiences and perspectives with it. So please, if we could have a round of applause for our brother Joseph. And then definitely, not last and not least, I would like to invite our fantastic curator for the first annual, hopefully, Barrows Gallery Native Art Exhibit, Miss Barrio Barrows, to come and say
I have to say it has been quite an education for me. I've met so many wonderful people putting this show together. All of these great artists, and Ray has really filled me in and given me a lot of knowledge that I didn't know. Privileged to know these things, to know all these wonderful people, and thank you for gracing my space. So I applaud you.
Barbie is fantastic. Barbie is actually part of the Mount Hope Neighborhood Association's small incubator program. Just for a little bit of background on the Senate here, we are one of the oldest community development / social service agencies in the city. And being that we're trying to focus more on community development, not just social services which help people kind of sustain themselves, but we want to help people start moving forward. The Small Business Incubator is one of the initiatives that we put together in that regard, and we're reaching out to individuals from our community here who are looking to do some positive stuff to not only better themselves but also enhance the community. So it's great to walk in the morning, and as I come into my office space, which is through here, I get to kind of come into this atmosphere right here. It's a great way to start the day off every day. So thank you very much, Barbio, for sharing this with us. And she will have future shows. Would you come and share a few words about some of your artwork that you shared with us tonight?
I don't know where to start. I did the mask, the Woman Warrior mask. I did a collaborative effort with Christian Gonzalez.
Is Christian in the room with you?
Right there, yeah.
Also of Narragansett descent as well. So I just found out we're cousins a couple of days ago. You know how that goes.
I did a collaborative effort with Mario on the necklace. I did my father's warrior native girl. And primarily the pieces that I make either come from through a dream or through a story of an actual event. My father's warrior native girl was an actual event. The woman warrior mask represents the women warriors in my family. And of course the woman warrior half face is also a real event. I've been doing beadwork hand stitching, regalia, textiles since I was 7, and only recently did I decide that I was going to become public.
Well, my art is embroidery. I've been traveling.
If we could have a little bit of...
I've been traveling with Eastern medicine for about 2 years, so they have brought me to different powwows from Rhode Island to the northern states, which I usually don't travel. I love to travel down south, never to the top. But different powwows, different people, and it has also helped me learn more about my culture also. As he mentioned, Purepecha, which is from Mexico, Mexico City and the surrounding areas. And I've been a photographer for a while, and I just love capturing and sharing what I see.
Thank you.
I'm part Narragansett and Pequot, and I do different things, a lot of different things. The necklaces here, they're made out of beads and glass beads. They're all glass beads, actually. The bracelets that I make, these are glass beads, or glass beads. And they're all glass. I have. This is all glass. Thank you. This is beads and glass. Everything I make is just created in my mind. Whatever I feel like making, I just throw it together. Usually it comes out good.
You're right, it does.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, that one. Thank you. I love it.
And I have. I make dream catchers. And I was brought up making these, passed down from my mom. And I didn't make this, I didn't make this, I made this. And usually I make dream catchers and I sell them in the powwows and stuff like that. And
Yeah, those are from Ray's office. He just
that's it, that's about it.
Thank you.
Aspawikwasa is Dampad, that means greetings, friends, in Narragansett Indian language. I don't have what I usually have. I usually make ribbon shirts, and I'm just left down to just children, so I never brought them in, and kind of late for that. But I have made a couple of things. I do make other things too. I make jewelry and other stuff. One of the things that I have made is called a bark basket. It's from a tree bark. I was taught by a really lovely person named Jennifer, and Jennifer has invited our group up there to learn how to do these, and it's so much fun. And just cut it off of the tree, and you soak the root, and you just put holes in it, and then let it dry, and it comes out like this. And this one is called a berry basket. It's also, I have the tree that it was made from. The rim of the basket is called red osier dogwood, and it's also a willow, and it's sewed together with a spruce root. Sorry, I have to look at this because I forget what it is. And this is white pine bark. And there's ways of telling different kinds of pine, and I found that the long pine, 5 leaves, or the needles, that's white, W-H-I-T-E. And if you find 3, that's red, that would be red pine, R-E-D, so that's easy to remember. I believe it is the white pine that if you get lost in the forest, you could actually eat some of that and survive. I also make cards, and most of them are my own photography.
I find it really difficult to talk to. Which is why I make art. I know, that's why I make art. I guess I started making art when I first went to college. So this centerpiece I call Ancestor. And for me, this is the roots that bring us all, that we all come from. It's like our DNA strands. And what can I say? I guess for me, a lot of my work is about things past, something, I guess I'm trying to illustrate something spiritual, something beyond ourselves, not here in the physical world, but yet I'm working with a very physical, three-dimensional material, so that's where I draw my imagery from. If you have any questions, I'll be glad to answer.
What is that piece in the left there? Yes.
This one, that's called Crossing. And that was a piece I had made after my father had died, and I started thinking about, again, it was about thinking about my ancestors. I also have a lot of Hickory heritage too, so I was thinking about that sort of passage, about not just a physical passage as well as a spiritual passage, about what comes down to me, what came to me.
Any other questions for Crystal?
Yes, and I have another piece here that's on the table. I'm handling it. I hope that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
I love it.
Most of these are actually plaster with twine, and they're mounted on wood. So,
Do they have a meaning?
these, again, it's about that sort of transformation of soul, or the paring down of essence of a human being. That's what I see. So it's very stripped down. It's a universal being.
What did you do before you did it?
Corner. And then we have another crank.
This is our cousin, Cora Pierce.
How do you do? And it shows another crank on this side, but the school was also up here. So where the road starts to curve, there's now, they've taken, the water department did not reclaim all the properties, and they gave some to the water department people at that time. And so its family has maintained that property, which has access to the water.
Okay.
One of the few homes that are left with that.
And that's where the burial ground is down there.
The burial ground is
right
down
here.
this path.
Okay, we're going down there too. Okay.
So we're going to go to the homestead first, where the white quartz is, but that is your Indian Territory map.
Okay.
And it shows Indian Town Road, and this is Blossom Road. So this is where we are right now.
Okay.
And we're going to be going over to here, where is the burial bluff.
Okay.
Stone wall that goes straight across.
Okay, so they just cleared this for the power lines.
Yep.
Okay.
But it gave me access. So I came up here in search of...
And it's almost like quicksand over here.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
Here's my footprint. One of my footprints, just not the one that...
Well, that's a footprint on the granite rock there.
Yeah. And it's quartz. So I originally thought it had gotten scraped, but it didn't. It was actually, that was the way, so.
Okay. Well, I'm glad I didn't try to come out here when it was dark.
Oh, forget that. Especially knocking on that woman's door.
Oh, that was just...
Oh, there's my footprint.
I'll never forget.
There's another one.
Yeah, there's the footprint on the rock.
That's the one that I, and now you are standing on Crank and Perry land, and I have a picture in the original book of the, that was prepared for the water department to take possession of it, and the original house was here, and they tried to move it to Indian Town and it fell apart, and that was where Doc Perry had lived with, I think he had 3 wives, and he had passed away, and so his last wife they ended up finding a different water department house, which is now the one on Indian Town.
Okay.
Where Miss Mitchell lived.
Oh, so they took his house and they were going to use it as the water department house, and it fell apart.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
the nerve.
Yeah. So Fanny Perry had demanded that, because she still had 4 young children, or 5, under her wing, that she needed a home. And so they said, well, we'll put you over here. And so that was why they moved that house to that corner of the reservation. But there's roughly 203 acres that were set aside under the Benjamin Church deed for the Picassets that had fought alongside Benjamin Church during King Philip's War. And
so the Perrys fought.
I haven't found that.
I haven't seen anything like that either.
I have Cynthia Terry blood in me, and so there's Terrys, and I've often wondered, did they just change it to P? I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
But there's actually a well here.
So Perry could have been Terry.
It could have been.
We just can't find it. Okay.
No, I have never
yeah,
found it.
we found different spellings of Crank and McCarty and.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
It really is trying to find, you know, because names are spelled so differently. You know, and it depended on who was writing it.
Yeah.
Who was writing it, how I heard it. After 1790, they didn't put you down as native. They put you down as other.
Yeah.
You know, and in Freetown, they referred to the Picassets as the banished Indians. So we were the banished ones.
The banished ones, okay.
You know, which is okay with me.
Right, yeah, right, yeah. Who wanted to be there anyway with them?
But there's walls and there's a couple of...
yeah, that's what I wanted to see. So
yeah.
Okay,
trying to climb over there.
Careful there,
pile.
all right. I mean, before they cleared this, I mean, when they were living out here, it was pretty...
It was primarily clear, and when you see the picture that's in the book of the Perry homestead before they moved it, you can see that, you know, they worked the land, you know, and they had oxen that cleared it, and there's various stories about the oxen with Victor
So
Perry.
are these walls, is this a wall here that fell?
Yeah, here. And it was near it that I found the tiny bottle that's in my car that I've got for you. But it was funny when I pulled up, I'm like, I'm bringing a crank. I'm bringing a crank.
Yeah, to let the ancestors know we're back.
Well, that's it, you know, and they know it, you know.
Yeah, they know.
It was funny, as soon as I got here, the crickets
Oh, so this is the wall. Yeah, I see where this was a wall. Wow. They were some strong guys that they made a wall out of all these stones.
Yeah. But there's other stone walls in the air. One never knows.
I'm always gun shy. I'm from Los Angeles. They'll tell you in a second there. Okay, we're on the entrance and we're getting ready to go into the area of the burial grounds.
And the city hasn't cleared it. Daryl's been arguing with them because they took the key away. They changed the lock on the chief. And I instantly wrote them a letter saying, you can't do this.
They changed the lock on the what?
On the gate.
Oh, on the gate there.
Because usually it's clear. You can, like, if you have an elder that wants to go down, you can drive down.
Okay. Oh, well, you can't do that now.
Not right now.
Oh, we need to come through here with a bulldozer. I would have never found this the other day.
No.
Well, I can tell you one thing, it's very peaceful.
Oh, it is.
Over here.
And it's interesting because I swear that Leroy or whomever put protections around it, because there's certain sections where you'll feel somebody walk by, which is actually where those trees are starting to bow at us. Is one of the first areas. And I would recognize my ancestors through them. But they're used to me now.
Okay.
They know that I'm always off.
Well, hopefully they know I'm not used to them and I won't have to shoot.
No, but it was here.
Oh, this is beautiful.
And
wow, we're just opening up into a whole nother world here.
It is. It is. And there's different foundations and different types of burials that are alongside.
And these are all foundations of homes over here too?
Yeah.
It just feels so different in here. That's the strangest feeling. The last time I felt like this, I was in the middle of a pyramid in Egypt. That's remarkable.
And that's because this is an ancient path. And this is an ancient path that many of your ancestors have walked and have shed their tears and have been vulnerable upon, and have also honored their own ancestors. And so when we're here, our ancestors walk with us. And so it's unlike any other place. And who knows what will appear while we're here.
This is absolutely I mean, this is one of the... I haven't felt like this since I was down in that pyramid.
And that was someone else's ancestor.
Right.
This is yours.
Now I am truly home.
I was greeted once with the chief by an owl that was on one of these branches, and I had driven my car. I was driving him down because he had hurt his ankle. And we just sat in my car with the sunroof open going, wow, you know. And he just kind of looked at us like, what are you doing here?
Well, what I'm doing is I'm recording the whole walk so my whole family can take this walk with us.
There were a number of houses off to here.
To the left here?
Yep. And there was one notorious time. My daughter's 14 now, and I guess she was about 7 or 8, and she had to go to the bathroom. So I said, go over there, Sophia. And she went down this path to pee in the woods, which she thought was really funny. And then she said, there's all these little mountains, and there's mound burials. So they would have buried them in the winter.
And that's off to the left here?
That's off to the left. And we'll be crossing the little Beaver Brook shortly.
So those are so they buried people there with mounds. Wow, during the winter. I want to see that when we come back.
Okay.
This is just overwhelming. Absolutely overwhelming. I guess you all can hear how peaceful and quiet it is out here.
In here there's another foundation.
Uh-huh.
And there's a circle of stones somewhere, which I don't think is walked by.
And you can, I mean, this is an actual ancient path that we're on. It was traversed so much that no tree has grown on it.
No. And it leads down to the landing on the Watepa, where they would have brought bodies in from the other side. Oh, it's in here that there's a circle of stones.
So the circle of stones would have been...
Would have been one of the other gatherings.
Oh, I see walls back there.
When someone passes away, you burn a fire for 3 nights.
Yeah, I see a wall back there, too.
Yep.
Right. Back there, family. There's a wall back there. And so this is a wall here as well.
Yep. And in the spring, there's a little river that runs through it.
Oh, yeah? Where it runs through right ahead of us?
Yeah, and it comes down.
Oh, yeah, I see the gully here. Oh, man, they certainly almost just lived in paradise here.
They did, but they weren't left alone.
No. And that's usually what most people want, is to just be left alone.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, we're coming up on something now.
Yeah, the burial ground.
Like something just welcomed us in. Hmm.
And they left a feather for me.
Ah, a feather from our land.
I had a whole rack of turkeys cross me once.
Right
like
here?
30 of them.
I got my first turkey feather
Oh, good.
from Black Eagle yesterday, last night. We were together a long time last night going through Paul's collection.
Oh, good.
The only thing we can't figure out is where they found the Thomas M. Crank picture online.
Oh, that's me.
Oh, that's you?
No, it's me. No, what I do, I got that at a strange university in Connecticut, which name is totally escaping me. But it was when I went down, a friend of mine is big on David Thoreau. And he said, there's a house of, he drew in his journal a drawing of Martha Simon's house on Sconticut Neck. And it's in his journal. So we went down there, and that was where I found it.
Oh, wow. Was it in a museum or something there? Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I was so not supposed to be taking a picture of it, but I did anyway.
So, when I come back, I can go to that same museum. Yeah, I want to get it without the flashback on it, because you really can't see it very clearly. I wonder where they got it from. And they felt it was important enough to keep. That's what I'm wondering.
I think probably because he had the peace pipe.
This is it, isn't it?
This is it.
I can feel it. We're at the burial ground.
And a couple of years ago, the chief's daughter, Donna, and I built a gate. We built a little fence out of branches and wove it all together with grapevines, and it stood up for 2 winters and a couple of hurricanes. And then unfortunately some charming children came through here with Bud Light and toppled it over, but the spirits were very happy with us for doing that.
So how many you think are buried here?
300?
Oh, I see it all the way back there. So each rock represents one burial?
Yep, at least one.
Well, I guess they knew who was under each one.
Well, there were some, from what I've gathered, from Winsong Blake, who was the chief of the Oconee tribe. It was a created tribe.
There's little small ones there.
Yeah, and they're in triangles, and so it's it's past, present, future.
Oh, is that what it is? Past, present, future. Okay. Well, there certainly are a lot of them.
Big conglomerate rock.
This must have been a big, either a family or somebody very important here. This one's pretty large.
But he told me that, I guess it was in the 90s, he had brought some city officials out and showed them it, and they didn't believe it was here, and he said, no. And he brought them out, and there were still stones that had folks' names on it.
Oh.
And when he returned 2 months later,
they'd been broken.
All been broken. Let's see.
Yeah, I can see where something was broken here. This must have been a, yeah, there's a few of them here. I can see where they've been broken. They must have had names on them. Oh, those people were diabolical. Those are headstones that had names on them. They've been, you can see where fresh cracks are on them. They've been broken off. Oh man, my people. There's a lot of them right here. A lot of people were buried just right here. Probably children too.
Could have been children.
And we have this mound. Oh, here's somebody was buried under a tree. I guess it wasn't a tree at that time. Some of these trees are still pretty young. They're just tall.
Yeah, because they're trying to reach for the sunlight, because the shade of the other trees doesn't allow them to push out, so to speak.
Wow, this is really gigantic. There's a lot of them here. May God bless them all. Looks like I found some wampum.
Yeah, that's me. We always scatter. It allows them to shift.
Wow, there they are. More headstones. And the peace and blessings of God be on them all. There's more. These must have been children here too. I mean, just the callousness of coming out and knocking down the headstones.
No, but what was worse was that they used to dig up gravestones. And, you know, thinking that everybody has treasure.
Yeah. Well, this is it, family. This is what we came for. This is where they all been buried.
And it would be to pay homage to those that have walked before you. And no sacrifice rock is in there.
Oh, that's the sacrifice rock.
Well, you see so many other rocks are on top of it. So on people's journeys, they have offered stones from their path.
Well, I'm certainly going to offer something from my path. Well, here's another burial stone too.
Well, and that's the thing that's very difficult in this area, is to try and differentiate.
Differentiate.
Yeah.
But certainly that grouping over there, we know that was burial.
Right, and it goes down further this way, which you can start getting to now that the leaves are falling off.
Maybe I should leave them some money.
Leave them copper.
Copper?
You got a penny.
Yeah, I got copper. I don't have any real silver. I'll throw copper. And so the sacrifice stone is just paying homage to them.
Yep.
And you say there's some inscriptions on that?
Yeah, behind the branches of this bush, there's, when the moss isn't there, there's a real zigzag to it. And it's one of my desires to bring kids down here from the tribe.
Absolutely.
You know, to have them clear it, but it's been so
good summer project.
The division of the tribe, where families have split, and it's all over, you know, the stream of the almighty dollar. And to me, there is no price that you can.
No, there's no price on this.
None.
Not once you get down here. Anybody could put a price on this after being down here is out of their mind. There's no way you could put a price on this. And I would have thought so before I got here.
Well,
we're blocked. We can go to the right here. I think out here. We can go this way. I'll just crunch down on a few things. Looks like the ancestors decided to put up their own barrier. Can you get over that?
Yep.
Okay. They always said I was a good leader. So we're only a few yards from the burial grounds now. Then we're going to go back over this way after going around that. And then the path picks up again over here. And they were saying that this is why the land was so fertile, that the leaves would just fall, and then they would become mulch every year.
Yep.
'Cause I can feel how deep they are up under my feet. And nobody was here to clear it out, so it would just be very fertile. Alright, so here we're back on the path again. Yeah, it'd be a good little summer program. They have grants where they pay kids, you know, to work.
Yeah.
During the summer, we could bring them up during the summer and have a history classes as well as repairing the foliage and stuff here. I'm just surprised we haven't seen any animals. Maybe I'm speaking too soon.
No.
Okay. Looks like we're blocked.
As I came down Route 24, as soon as I got near the Watuppa on the other side, I saw a bald eagle, and I'm like, you know I'm coming.
Okay.
But they've only come back in the last 10 years.
Oh, I hear the water. Can you get over this?
Yep.
Okay. I'll hold the foliage down.
Yep, I'm still carrying burning ash.
Okay.
Shell.
Oh, this is it. We're here. They told me the other day I wasn't going to be able to come over here. And the ancestors said, oh no.
We'll get you there.
Here it is. Wow. There it is, family. I got a branch behind me. It'll smack you if I move. This is it. Watuppa Pond. Oh, this is beautiful.
And there's that little island there that.
This is no pond. Wow.
No, but this is the north side of the Watuppa that was taken over by the mill owners. And they were the ones that removed all the homes and the natives because they said they needed it to be clean for them. So that's what they did.
And what were they milling over here? Just wood?
No, there was a lot of cotton mills in Fall River.
Uh-huh. Do you think any families lived on that island out there?
I don't know about that one. Across the way were the Bordens, somehow related to our Lizzie.
This is quite a lively little lake too.
Oh, it is. And I've seen...
Not little either, come to think. I shouldn't say little because it goes way back up over there. Let's see if I can zoom in. I got a pretty good zoom.
Yeah, see there's Mount Fall River, that's our dump.
And what's that mountain called up there?
It's the dump.
Oh, that's the dump?
That's the dump, and that's where Mashpee wanted to put their casino, which would have been just like the Emerald City as far as any nocturnal animal. And it would have just opened it all up.
Oh yeah,
and I could have seen,
you know,
people wanting to come here to pray to the natives to win the big, you know, the almighty dollar, which still isn't going to bring them any.
Look at those big stones in the middle.
There's quite a few, and the when David Thoreau came through here with Daniel Ricketson, it was 20 feet from shore. So they raised the water level.
I'm putting my hand in this. And this is all fresh water.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm truly home. Wow. This is absolutely beautiful. I can see why they wanted it so bad. Yeah, you can be sure with once they put that casino over there, that will expand all the way over here.
It would have been awful. So we fought that, and the chief fought it with the 10 taxpayers, which was actually 12 taxpayers. And we had Les Rich as the attorney who challenged them.
Oh, Rich did? He challenged them?
And, you know, we were able to stop them here, but now they've gone up into Taunton. And Taunton's where a lot of my blood ended up buried from Dartmouth. Abby Douglas is there, and Keziah.
So is there another pond in Taunton?
Oh, there's quite a few. There's the Taunton River. On the other side is Fall River, in the city of Fall River. And beneath Fall River, when you come over the Big Braga Bridge, that's the Taunton River. So that's the Titicate River that had, there's old native stories that talk about the white birds that came down the Titicate River, and they took the women and children and left bones behind, and that was the ships.
Wow. I gotta wash my face in this, will you?
Okay, yes.
Take it. It's on.
All right. Yeah, no, I've done it many times. Usually we have eagles that'll come down and yell at me, but I'm not seeing them today.
I couldn't be happier right now. This is absolutely just overwhelming. Okay. This is what I wanted to see. This was worth the 3,000-mile trip. This was worth it.
Take a stone from the water and keep it in your pocket.
I certainly am. So this is the landing where they would bring people in who had died in Fall River across the pond there. Still weird calling it a pond.
I know.
And they would bring them over here, and this is the landing where they would land. They would die in Freetown and Fall River and bring them over here for burial. And then this leads back up to the burial ground. Okay, so we're coming up on a Perry area now.
So I timed on this little bluff that have the triangle, but again here's a gathering of stones. I have to empty my bag.
And so this would indicate...
Also, it would be a sacrifice rock. I'm gonna bring them. gifts from other beaches, other ponds, other special locations. And the purple in our wampum allows them to, their spirits to travel amongst them. And this is my spirit collar. It's made out of American chestnut. I found an original one in an antique flea market buried, and it said, Indian instrument, estate sale, Watuppa. And so I went, you found me. And so I brought it to a friend of mine and said, can you help me? And the original one is covered in little holes, and you know, it's shown its time. It's hundreds of years old, I'm sure. And so he brought it to a friend of his that deals with old wood, and they said, whoa, that's American chestnut, which used to grow all over here.
Yeah.
But they took it down for the mast on the whaling boats, so it's now extinct in New England. But he had an old beam, and so he made it in the exact replica.
Huh. And those are the exact inscriptions on the back.
Yep. And it has 28, which is for 28 days, because it's all lunar. And you just, they know I'm around when I do it. And when I first started doing it 2 years ago, when I was giving it back in a new one, it was funny, wherever I went and I did it, instantly, you know, I'd be calling various creatures. So something should come and visit us on our way out of here.
Well, I hope they are a little bit more friendly than the first person I met when I came here.
You know, I can't even, you know, when I heard that, when Daryl told me, I was like, I went in because I had texted him going, if I heard from Duane, because he kept on going, have you heard from him? Have you heard from him? And I said, yeah, we had a run-in with Donna Mitchell, and when he ever told me that she threatened to call the police on you, I went, oh, that's just like my experience, but it was with the brother that was far cruder.
Well, I couldn't imagine him being any cruder than her, so.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, well.
He was, because I won't repeat what he said.
No, not here. This is too peaceful. This is rejuvenating.
She couldn't understand because, and it's funny, she's related to, you'll meet them, the Edmund brothers, who everybody wants to be like.
What they did here was wrong. And I intend to make them pay. And they're going to leave our people here to rest in peace as long as I'm living here on this earth. They were here not bothering anyone. Just wanted to be left alone. There's only one. It was to be left alone. They will pay, I promise. They're gonna pay for this. I promise they're gonna pay for this. Just listen. I want to be buried here. Just listen. I just text you all, letting you all know I'm here. As you all texting me back. There's something spiritual about that woman. That's our people. Something special going on there. I don't know what it is. Nana and Big Mama. She's at home here in this area. She comes out here by herself. Well, people, I gotta head back. Peace. Peace. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, family. Rest in peace. Amen.
Always does this to me where the wind comes out.
Wow, look at that.
Where the ferns will dance, and you'll see that as we walk.
And so they burned them out, so the mill people burned them out.
So that the water departments that was being held by various mill owners that had various cotton mills. The Wamsutta mill was one of the largest in Fall River.
I've heard of the Wamsutta.
Yeah.
A lot of it.
Well, there was a lot of course, child labor as well, from down south, you know. So, I mean, there was a lot of slave trade that came into Bristol, Rhode Island, which is also part of the Mount Hope. So there was easy labor pool here. But of course, it was alcohol that was really the downfall of natives throughout the country.
Yeah, well, it still is.
It still is.
It still is. That disease is something that we're going to have to cut off in the family line. At some point, some generation is going to have to say enough and just break that gene.
I think, you know, I think it will happen.
I think it will too. I think we're getting close to it.
You know, I mean, except for the marathon bombers, I had never heard of anyone being violent on marijuana.
Oh.
I always used to say, you know, when
Is
I
that
was
what they were on marijuana? We never heard that on the West Coast. They were on marijuana?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And I was just like, what? You know, because I mean, I give lectures all the time on
they're
violence.
spraying the marijuana with chemicals now. So,
oh, it's awful.
Yeah. So and the chemicals, when it burns, those chemicals turn into gases unknown to man. So I'm not surprised, and I've seen people just, because it's widespread on the West Coast, and you just see people just lost, as if they've been taking LSD and they're only smoking marijuana.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they.
Aho! Until we return, my people. I'm ready to come home to my loving family. I just started with my duties as Chief of Operations. Chief of Operations also includes war operations. And we got a lot of war to deal with. War with ourselves and war with our enemies. Peace. Aho. That's the Chief of War, the Narragansett tribe. Oh, we got our youth here today. All right. Double tomahawk. Love it. Notice, my tomahawk was a steel tomahawk. Only the chiefs carried the steel.
but he's gonna take my place today. Welcoming greetings. Thank you.
They're throwing out the candy for the children.
I'd like to thank you.
I don't want her to say a few words, because she is a sachem.
Good afternoon, and it's so nice to be here, and that it's an honor to have so many people respecting the nature of life, because when we respect the nature of life, we grow stronger. So when I think of how many people are here...
Folks, we got a chief speaker. Can we show a little respect? Thank you.
Thank you. So again, my main concern as a female spiritual woman is that when my children grow old enough to understand that this is the land of the mother, and that the mother feeds us and their children for 7 more generations, that they must honor the cardinal directions. They must honor the 4 elements of the planet, because without clean water, we do not exist. Without the planet of the Mother Earth under our feet being nourished and with proper reverence, we cannot have proper food. Without the understanding of what the wind does, we have no fresh air. So, with the fire that we have been removing to keep ourselves warm, we have destroyed more of the ballast of our planet. So what I asked of most of us that are standing here is to preach to their children, to find things within this lifetime that will protect those 4 elements. This is our 5th time possibly going back to prehistoric lifestyle with no help from the mother. And how many of us are going to be able to stand in the caves with the bear without the full understanding of what the nature of the beast is? So I ask that of all of my heart, to teach your children reverence. We got past this year of 2013 and the new platoon of the Mayans. And the head Mayan said to me when I went down to Guatemala, this is not the end of the mother. This is the time for all people to pay reverence to everything through thought, word, and deed. So think about what you say, think about what you do, and do it with the proper reverence of love, so that the Creator honors us and keeps us safe here. We have had enough catastrophes to last us a lifetime already. Please, with all your heart, start paying more reverence to the Mother Earth, to the Father Sun, to the Grandmother Moon, and everything that is under it. And more than one of us is gathered in the name of the Creator, so is He there to know that our hearts are good.
All my relations.
That's why we need a woman, folks, to explain the law of our people. Right now, we're going to send the 2 drum groups.
Anything, then it's time for you to get busy, whether you're native or not, because this world depends on our survival. We are the keepers of the earth. We are the ones that take care of the earth. And without the knowledge that we pass on to the next generation, our earth is definitely in serious trouble. And so are our children. And so is the survival of our nation. So when you go home tonight and you're taking all the information that you can take from this powwow, remember what your job is to do. Make sure your survival and your legacy carries on. Thank you.
That's also from our women. Later on, my wife will be doing stories.
This is the Chief of Chiefs. The Chiefs of Chiefs. And this is Chief George Spring Buffalo from our tribe. And he is the Chief of Chiefs of the Pokanoket Nation. Chief Billy Cole and George Spring Buffalo. Okay, we finally got the kids out there. All right. That's what I wanted to see, the little ones. There they go. They all fired up after all that candy. There we go. There's the youth. There's Leila and Tiana. Look at him. There he is, there's a little brother. There's a little trooper booty out there. Got good form too. Look at him. Learning young.
Pacific. Alright, the group of islands called the Marianas. I'm from Guam. Alright, but all the natives down there are no different from us here. We're all the same, one family. The only thing that's separating us is a large body of water. But someday, if you got time, come down and visit us down there and you're gonna see what I'm saying. We're all one family. Who knows, you might have some relatives down there.
Thank you for...
I've been looking for you two all day. That was what I didn't forget. I want to get names and tribe.
Oh.
Names?
My name is Sherry, Flowers in May, and I'm from the Sonnet Band, Wampanoags.
Wampanoags, okay. And?
Spirit Song, and I'm from the Pokanokins.
Pokanokins. Yes. We're all family.
That's right.
It's been an honor meeting you and participating in this with you today. Thank you very much.
You're welcome very much.
What's your name? Pleased to meet you, my brother. Honored to be here with you. Thank you for coming. Joshua Will Moore Dance.
All right. How you like that dance? Now you know, if you come back next year, you can...
Our warriors are saying goodbye. Goodbye. Let's get out there with them again. We get this. We need to get my brain. This is soldiers, though. Oh, man. We'll be back. Warriors fall. It's our goodbye war day. Going to war. We'll be back. Waving goodbye.
Ooh, we know how to party, see that? That's why we up in the mornings. All those, there's a small group of clan that we don't have anymore called the Raccoon.
What's your name, Warrior?
We can tell them they have
Give me your
rings around
name.
their eyes.
What's your name?
We don't have
What
them
tribe?
anymore.
What's your
But those
tribe?
are the guys that
What is your
all day
tribe?
long.
You don't know
We have
your
a
tribe?
Raccoon clan.
You gotta find your parents so we know what tribe. You're a good
Yeah,
warrior.
thank you,
Love your
thank
dancing.
you, thank you. All right, women.
Okay, and your name?
My name is Brenda Akers, Brenda Walking Bear Akers.
And what tribe are you from, Brenda?
I'm a descendant of the Wampanoags,
Okay, we're cousins. I'm Pocasset Wampanoag,
and I live in Maine.
and you live in Maine. Were you from the Watupapran Reservation as well?
No.
What was your family name?
My mother's mother comes from the Beers family.
Okay, yes, we know of them. We know of them. Well, it's been an honor meeting you.
Her father's name was Howard.
Howard?
Yep.
Howard Beers?
Howard Burnell. Howard Beers was his father.
Yes.
That name sounds familiar.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that on the tree.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, it's truly an honor meeting you, sister.
Thank you.
And I'm going to see you again next year.
Yes, I look forward to it.
Thank you.
It's nice to meet you too.
Nice meeting you as well.
Yes, I love it here.
Well, we love it too. I will be here every year from now on. Thank you. Okay. Well, on my last stop before I head to the airport, this is Monday, the 30th of September. And I'm at the Freetown Historical Society. And this is just outside of Fall River, Massachusetts. They have a little town that they built here, but most importantly, they have a genealogical library that covers a lot of ancient documents that were found in several different places that some of the other societies and town halls don't have. And hopefully we'll be able to find the crank connection, the royal connection to the Massasoit line here in some documents here. We have a missing link here with the Crank family and the Wampanoag, so we want to eliminate that. So I'm here, I'm an hour early, so I'm going to just take some video for you all of what it looks on the outside, and then we're going to head on into there and get that done, and I'll head back to sunny Los Angeles. So what they've done is they've built a village that gives you an idea of what it looked like back in, I don't know what year. We'll go look. This is the general store. There's a plaque up here, so I'll go take a look at it and see what I do. Oh, 1919 is about the time that they've got this replica built. So we can look inside. Alright. I'm gonna just try and peek in through the windows and let you see they had, because I'm not gonna have time once they open to do that. Unfortunately. We'll see. Okay. That's the museum over there. These are fairly small buildings. I'm gonna walk around. Hopefully I don't get arrested. Because they're an hour from opening, so. And I seem to be the only dark-skinned person around. But we'll take our chances. Let the Creator and the ancestors look out for us. There's a old totem pole over there I'm gonna go get. Be back. There's some statues there of our people, or somebody's people. Mohawk, or at least their rendition of what they thought we were. These are all carved out of logs. Here's totem pole. Oh. There's another type here. What I understand, sometimes the totem poles told stories where they indicated whose land you were in, and sometimes they indicated what would happen to you if you came past that totem pole. See, we got a bell here. Let's see what we got. There's a bell. Okay. There's a big sucker too. Yeah. Alright. Freetown Methodist Church. We used to take that handle and pull on that handle, and that hammer under there would hit the bell. Right down to there. Oh, man. Alright. There's a old outhouse. And I mean, it's a little bitty thing. You think a porta potty's small, you need to try and get in that. Like, I know I couldn't get in that. That's how they pump their water. A water pump. Okay. This is an ancient chapel. And again, these buildings are really small. See if we can get you a peek in there. Oh yeah, that's really small in there. Like I said, I'll try and get in there later on today. We got time. Okay, so I don't know what these buildings are here. This may be the blacksmith or something like that, or the mill. You know, they have a blacksmith here and they have a mill, or this could be the school too. Doesn't say. Nice little place to come visit when you come this way. Everything's pretty close, you know, to Providence. You know, about 15, nothing's more than 20 miles. About 15, 16 miles from Providence. About a 15-minute ride, 15, 20-minute ride. Oh, this is the blacksmith shop here. So that must have been, yeah, I don't know what that was. Yeah, there's the blacksmith shop. This is a replica in a sonnet. The sonnet tribe, that tribe is related to us. Huh? This is some kind of old farm equipment. Oh, there's the school there. There's the boys and girls outhouse. And these walls here, I remember seeing them when I was on the reservation at the burial grounds. This is probably how our people marked off their property and areas too. Saw a number of these over there. Well, this is the school. Had two different doors. I wonder if they had the girls and the boys separate over here too. East School. There you go. Says East School, Mason Corner School, as it appeared in 1900. Construction funded by, or whoever, in 1999. Okay. There's some other little buildings, farmhouse. Getting ready to run out of tape here. So, just wanted you to see this. And I'm going to take care of some business. Okay, so this was built in 1996. This meadow out here. An actual meadow. Wow. And, I bet you this is beautiful during the wintertime. But I bet you after that snow starts to melt, it can be a mess out here. These is where you hear about all those floods and stuff going on. E. coli in the water like I had to endure for 3 days while I was here. I was told that's because they have a lot of flooding here when it rains. And the sewage gets in the water. Great. Alright. And that's it for me. I'm going to sign off, folks. Go get some research done. Talk to you in a little while. Wow. I'm on Beacon Hill in Boston, Massachusetts. This is the memorial to the 54th Regiment of the Colored Soldiers for the Civil War, of which we've had family members fight in this, from the Cranks and the Shepherds. And this is their memorial. See if I can zoom in, you can read with some of it what it says. To the 54th Regiment of Massachusetts Infantry. And then this is the regiment that was depicted in glory. And it said in the movie that they lost the fight. They actually won the fight. So it just goes to show you how they'll lie about your history and then give out Academy Awards because the blacks in it didn't have nothing to say about them messing up our history. They just got their money and their awards. Hear the names. Alright, I gotta get out of here. I gotta head back to Providence. I came all the way down here just to do this. Pay my respects. Our family at least had enough courage to fight for our freedom in a country that wasn't even theirs. Or used to be theirs in some cases. I just thought I'd stop by and pay my respects. Thank you, brothers. Thank you. Okay, that there is the Boston State House. Boston State House, you know. I had the time I'd stop and get this Boston clam chowder. But since I can't, I'm going to move on. I thought I'd get a good shot of the Boston State House there. I believe that's where old Ben and them hung out. There's a picture of that guy named Webster. You put together your dictionary. Still has the word nigger in it. I guess that's not his fault, it's still there. Even though he's the first one to put it there. And moving on, so that's the State House. This is Beacon Hill, Boston, Massachusetts. September the 26th, 2013. I'm in the Commons Park. Nice, peaceful place. People can't drive where hell. And you think Mexicans are bad. You try to drive with some of these people here. Wow, it's ridiculous. Alright, see you later. Costs up the yang to park here. Bye. Man. Oh man, God is good. Here it is. This is what I was looking for. It was behind it all along. Alright, alright. Isn't that beautiful? Tribute to our black brothers and sisters, fought for our freedom. Of course, the white man on the horse, but that was that going on those days. Get that close, you can see it really close. This is called the Shaw Memorial. Fighting 54th. It's the memorial to Robert Gould Shaw, Colonel of the 54th Regiment.